Yeah, YouTubers, I hope you've been enjoying the real estate series. Back again, I'm in Oakville, and I think one of the videos I've talked about Oakville quite extensively. One of the prestigious neighborhoods and very expensive neighborhoods in Canada. So this is also one of the areas where I just wanted to film and show you different kinds of buildings that they put together here. So these are townhomes, and I think I've described this in one of the videos what townhomes are. So the townhomes are units where you don't have any separation between the houses, but actually they are all sort of like joined together. So this is a typical example of a townhome where, this community here, I would say is about 6 years old. And I remember when they built these houses, me and a friend came and visited this site. And these buildings, in case if you're wondering, they are going for, if I'm not mistaken, for these units for each one, maybe around 1 million or 1.1, if I'm not over exaggerating. But it just goes to show you how prestige this neighborhood is and these houses. Just to zoom in on the other street, you have a lot of detached homes over there. So these units are actually built by Great Gulf, and as you can see, we have the lanes at the back. All your parking is right inside. You can park 2 cars. At the top you have a patio where you can sit with the family and enjoy some family quiet time. So it's when they do develop these areas, they try to have a combination of different houses and different models and different types. So the idea behind that is that in case, depending on your budget range, you can buy a unit that suits your lifestyle. And me per se, I'll probably like more of a detached home as opposed to a town home. But that does not mean that some of the townhomes is not even expensive than the detached homes. It's just more of a preference. It's a preference of if you need your backyard where the kids can play, or versus where you don't need any maintenance cutting the grass every day. So that's pretty much the main difference, is where somebody might choose a townhome over a detached home. So just as I've described in some of the videos, if you look at these neighborhoods, it's very, very nice and clean, very polished. The roads are all done, the electricity, and the way the community is built. Somebody driving crazy, eh? Yeah, the way the place is built, it's also very connected to the main street, which is the Dundas Street in front of me. And when you go there, you see a lot of shopping malls like Metro, the Starbucks, and all those stores over there. So the way they do it in a way that if you live in this neighborhood, it has a very easy access to all these amenities, like such as gym, grocery stores, and different things. So if you are in a hurry, you can just jump in your car and within 5 minutes you're there. Or if you just want to walk over and go grab something, you also have the option to do so. So this is a typical Canadian neighborhood with a mixture of different houses. So on the other side of the street, you will see there's more detached homes, and when you come to this side, it's more of the townhomes. And as I said before, depending on your preferences, you choose the one that suits your needs. So this is presenting Canada to you. We're still on the real estate segment, and I hope you've been enjoying this. It's been really a pleasure to actually take you through the neighborhoods of Oakville, one of the prestigious places to live in the world. And I think I made a mistake in the other video mentioning that it was voted in 2008 as the best place to live in Canada. It was actually voted in 2018 rather as the best place to live in Canada. So in case if you want to go back and watch that video, that will be my correction. But I'm really, really privileged to be here and filming this place for you. And as I said before, if you're looking for top schools in the world, not just in Canada, top schools like Appleby, top schools like Oakville, Trafalgar, and there's many more that I can't even remember. when McLean ranks them, it ranks them, 10 out of 10, or sometimes 9 out of 10, or 9.5. So it just tells you what this neighborhood represents and what it stands for. These are very beautiful units, and some of these places are owned by doctors, lawyers, nurses, medical lab technologists, and so forth. So depending on your budget or your pocket, you can either live here or you can live in a place where it's very high density. And Oakville, before, it was very, very close community. Just recently that is being opened up a little bit for individuals to be able to buy. But before, it was all, mostly still is not open to the public yet, as I can say, compared to other places like Mississauga or Brampton, because here it was always known for athletes like hockey players, basketball players. This is where they kind of sort of come and hide. Not particularly this place that I'm filming, but if you go to Lakeshore and in different places or different pockets, which is Glen Abbey in Oakville, that's where all these people, they live. And as I mentioned before, you won't be able to get a houses less than 10 million in those locations. So if you really compare to these ones, then it's actually almost a discount to live in this area. But in comparison to other places in Canada, this is still very high expensive neighborhood, because not everybody can spend $1.2 million to buy a home, because it's quite expensive, because the mortgage will be really, really, really extremely higher. So I hope you're enjoying this video, just still on the real estate series. And by the way, these houses are built by Great Gulf. Great Gulf is also one of the biggest builders in Canada. So in case if you're wondering, if you're looking for a nice place to buy, then I would highly recommend Great Gulf as one of the top builders. So very unique community. And I really, really like, especially these lanes here. They didn't waste no space at all. You just come in, the garages are there, and you just go and park in there. So they really, really utilize the land really, really, really well. And usually most communities in Canada, that's what they try to do. This is a typical example, somebody's house, 330, and they got some statues going on. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a glimpse about Oakville and Canadian living. And if you have any money to invest, Oakville is definitely a must. It's a must place to invest. So I'm just gonna, oh man, it's a nice beautiful white car over there. Yeah, I just want to cut off right now here, but just wanted to give you a glimpse of this very, very beautiful neighborhood where the roads are all done. And I think I've mentioned before, this is almost like a subdivision. And this subdivision meaning that it's a whole entire area with schools, gyms, library, you name it, anything that you can think of. They're all in the same community. So if you are living in this community, hasn't very easy access to buses, very easy access to gym, very easy access to grocery stores, very easy access to anything that you can imagine, because when they build this community, they really, really factor all these in. Still showing you the other side of the street. So this is also another side of the street where some of the houses are also, a lot of cars parked. Yeah, so I hope you can subscribe to this channel, and I hope you enjoy this one. We're in Oakville on the real estate series. So thank you for watching. It's your boy KB, and hopefully we'll touch base soon. And just make sure you subscribe to the channel and just promote it, share the video, let people know that okay, this is the new thing that KB is doing, trying to showcase Canada to the rest of the world. So in case if you're wondering, or if you want to come here one day, it will give you more information, just to kind of highlight some of the major cities, some of the best places to live, to take your kids to school, so that it'll be more easy for you to acclimate. So that is the whole idea of making these videos, because sometimes when you live somewhere far, we imagine, we envision, and we want to know what's going on in the rest of the world. And I've taken this leverage to really present to you, Canada, and what it offers family and friends. And I hope you enjoy it. Have a nice day.